Yeah, hi guys, I'm IK, welcome to the Edge of the Box show. Here we have David Banjo and Yika. We're going to be watching Waltham Abbey versus Hertford Town in today's show. So we have the Isthmian Step 4 North Game of the Month in August.
Waltham Abbey began their season at the weekend with a 2-2 draw against South Park, while their opponents Hertford Town lost 1-0 at home to Tooting and Mitcham. Boosted by their strong start, Hertford built the game's opening goal from the back. From the goalkeeper, through the back line, down the right flank and cut back into the box, where Luke Theo Geimer took a touch and slotted into the bottom corner to give the visitors a deserved early lead.
That should have been a foul out the other end. There it goes, isn't it, football? Never give it. Run out the
The home side wouldn't wait long to respond, as a little over 5 minutes later, Billy Holland turned up unmarked in the box to head home from Aaron Gordon's cross.
Hold up, you're checking VAR!
Having weathered the storm, the hosts began to wrestle away control of the match, and on the half-hour mark, they took the lead. Much like with their first goal, it's fair to question the defending, as Charlie Edwards was given plenty of time and space to take the ball on his chest before prodding it past the static Nicholas Hayes in the Hertford goal. Even with this, a 2-1 half-time deficit would have been manageable, but with 3 minutes till the break, Darryl Russell met the through ball to finish comfortably past Hayes.
Score for third goal for Waltham Abbey, Darryl Russell! You said that we could pitch nil.
Only 2 minutes after the restart, Russell added his second, scrambling the ball home from close range following a corner. A few half chances followed before Prince Damafrié was barged off the ball on the fringes of the 18-yard box, the referee deciding controversially to point to the spot. Bailey's low but powerful penalty was initially well saved by Jackson, but Bailey himself was quickest on the rebound to give Hertford a consolation. Time winding down, Hertford's defensive play would once again be their undoing, as Daniel Ngoudi was left completely unchallenged to nod in a free kick at the back post. There would be one last chance for another away goal as Silviu Andre Roos latched onto a brilliant long pass, cutting inside and seeing his curled effort punched away by Jackson before the referee brought the evening to a close.
So we can see straight away from the half.
Yeah, Hartford started strong.
They started very, very strong.
It's like they were pinned into their own half.
So this left wing looks really good. It looks really comfortable on the ball.
It's a different set of sides compared to the previous. You know what I mean? They're all over the place a bit.
Yeah.
In terms of positioning. But
Yeah,
it turns out.
So we can literally see why it's a level below what we've done in the past.
Luke Theo Geimer took a touch and started into the bottom corner to give the visitors a deserved early lead.
Oh, that's a very good
Good,
cutback.
very good cutback.
Great goal. Great goal.
Hartford Town
They deserve that
started
goal.
very, very sharp, but as you can see, I think Wolverhampton Abbey is like they didn't have a warm up. You know, the way they started, everything was just going through them, in behind, cut back, goal. It's that easy. If we can go back,
Geimer.
okay, as you can see, we started playing for the back, but you can see Wolverhampton Abbey wasn't pressing
No pressure,
or
literally.
keeping compact.
That's the midfielder that's got so much time on the ball.
Look, they're just jockeying back.
To the
Able
winger.
to pick a pass, yeah.
That's the winger now on the ball. So the first thing he does is look into his striker, and it's a goal. Very good goal.
From where it's come from, it's pretty good because that's what we want to do.
Credit for that, literally.
Play from the back.
That's definitely one from training.
There's a problem for me here. Look,
Okay.
in the 5th minute of the game, you can see that they wasn't switched on from the
Yes,
get-go.
yes.
Do you know? So my thing is, they wasn't compact, they wasn't pressing, they wasn't doing neither. Of course, we can say maybe the manager could have said something, maybe the captain could have said something. From the get-go, they were switched off, and that's why it was so easy just to put the ball in behind, cross it, cut back, no one marking him, go.
Do you not notice that they'll play that from the back, but the opponents were shockingly too deep? It's like it's like they just have to take 5 steps and suddenly they're in their penalty area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Hopefully left unmarked.
Yeah.
Unmarked.
So 5 minutes later, Billy Holland turned up unmarked in the box to
cut.
head
Get it
home
in.
from
That's
Harry
the ball
Gordon's
there.
cross.
Very good cross.
That's a great ball. That's a very good goal from Wolverhampton Abbey. Very good goal.
I don't wanna say Hartford Town should have been switched on, because at this level, fine, they can be switched on many times. But Wolverhampton Abbey were very sharp. They want to react. They wanted that goal. Yeah, exactly. They wanted the equaliser. So for him putting it down, play, it means that they're switched on now. Okay, let's go and win this game. So
you can see how much that goal meant to them. Look, they gather at each other, everyone's celebrating, and look, they get themselves back in. So they probably know that they started really poor,
exactly.
you know. So let's see how it kicks on.
Time and space to take the ball in his chest before prodding it past the static Lincoln save.
Yeah.
Straight away again. They run him on the ball.
another 1-on-1.
He's running at them. He's gonna cause a lot.
Yeah, it's causing a lot of trouble, but
End product,
you know,
Easily to work on that on training.
Yeah.
He looks a threat at this
It looks
level.
like it will be
you know.
interesting to watch him in the league as the league progresses.
Yeah.
So we can see that Wolverhampton Abbey, they're really getting the stride.
they're slowly getting into the game now. Now they're sharp
They
enough.
They seem like they're
reaction
waiting now.
The reaction to everything now.
In between the 2 and a half, he
They
scores.
deserve to go.
great
Like
goal.
what?
There you
That's
go.
a very
Great
good
goal.
goal.
Have you noticed the
They're
last
working
2 goals
together
in
as a
between
team.
the 2 and a half?
Yeah.
Just through
They're
the
exploiting that centre half.
And again, it's Wolverhampton Abbey now being switched on to say, hang on, let's react to this.
2 and a half. Look,
Yeah, literally.
playing in between both of them.
Yeah. Well, the greatest offence, but he's done it. He's done it well. He's done the job. It's fine. It's a good goal. Honest to the centre mid there, who gave the ball. He lost the ball. He reacted, got it back, played the ball forward. They got a goal. 2-1 up.
I mean, at this point it's 2-1, and they're all over Outford Town.
All over.
It's all Wolverhampton Abbey at the moment.
You know what I mean? That
It's
spirit,
character.
looking for spirit. I
Yeah.
mean, going 1-0 down, looking a bit deep.
Yeah.
Somebody must be shouting from the
They're not
sideline
happy,
if they're looking.
We need to up the game, boys.
Yeah, 'cause
step it up. And
Even the
they did
tackles
just
they're
that.
throwing, you know.
Kids just that. Another good goal from a striker, Darren Russell. Straight on the second half, we see Wolverhampton Abbey in the front foot again.
Only 2 minutes after the restart, Russell added his second, scrambling the ball home from close range following a corner.
That's another.
I mean,
Bearing in mind, 3-1, you're going down. As Alpha Town, you've gone 3-1 down and you started so positively. So you know you have to come back in the second half the same way you started the first half. But we haven't seen the same thing from Alpha Town.
down there.
The second half.
You know what? The thing is, after looking at all the previous games, you can see goals change games. Goals change even the confidence of other teams. So, honest to Wolverhampton Abbey, which they've dented the confidence of Hartford Town. If we could scroll back a little bit, I want to point out Hartford Town's mentality in the box there. They're 3-1 down. They're not out of the game yet, in my opinion. But if you can look at number 9 from the corner, I believe it's number 9. If you can watch his attitude in terms of clearing the ball, look what he does. Just watch number 9.
Oh, right, yeah.
Do you see what his decision was? He decided to dive and get a free kick instead of stopping the goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, now you've gone 4-1 down and you've just made things worse instead of thinking, let me defend it and get out. So for me, I think the number 9 needs to look at himself.
And it's almost like this team's being physically intimidated because as soon as that goal went in, there's a question, goal after goal after goal, tackle after tackle. Yeah. So it just shows that, listen, we've gone that goal behind and it's character that's taking them through.
Exactly,
because, like you said, that defensive clearance from them, they just got bullied off it, get off, take this, we're in the game.
He didn't want it. He didn't want to actually clear. He just, just went there and dived and then didn't get nothing. Now they got a goal.
4-1 now.
Yeah. And they keep at it. They keep at it.
It's literally the second minute.
He does. Instead of trying to clear it, he wants to dive. For me, it's stupidity.
A few half chances followed before Prince number 3 was barged off the ball on the fringes of the 18-yard box. Referee decided to spot.
I mean, we could see the replay. To me, that's a penalty any day because as a right back or left back, you can't make silly decisions in the box. If you're in that box, you can't afford to let any man go down with your contact because it's always risky. It's a very soft penalty, yes, I understand, but you don't want to. Why do you want to give the ref a decision to make?
Yeah, you can be a soft, yeah. But look, I think look, in all honesty, I think the referee just made a bad decision. For me, the player stayed on his feet. He won the ball. He clearly won the ball, and he made contact with his shoulder. For me, it's nowhere near. Nowhere near. Even if the referee was standing by the opposite end of the pitch, he could see that's nowhere near a penalty.
From the replay, you can see that he actually left the ball to go up to the player.
Can we
What's the replay?
At the point of contact, please?
Yeah. He's left the ball.
Just there.
He's left the ball.
I'm sorry.
You see what I mean?
Clearly on the ball.
I mean, as men, as a game, we meant to be able to go in shoulder to shoulder.
That was shoulder to shoulder.
He hasn't done anything wrong where he's like, okay, let me hit your body part, kick your legs. He's gone in there as a man, defender, got his body there, protected it, and he's coming out the other side.
Yeah.
I just think it's just a physical game, but I think from the referee's angle, he can argue and say, look, from my angle, it would look like you've probably fouled him in there. That's pushing it for him,
For me, I think I'm gonna say it as it is. The referee was very foolish to give a penalty there, and I don't know what he was seeing. I don't know what game he was watching because that is nowhere near a penalty. And for me, that annoys me because it just gives Hartford Town another goal. Surely,
very harsh, really.
Let's see if they go on and score the goal. I mean, I see where you get that coming from. It's a soft penalty, but you do get these things in the game.
Oh, he saves it.
Keeper saves it. That's a rebound.
Right.
Goal now.
I'm lucky.
4-2. It brings them right back in it. But
I mean, they don't deserve anything out of the game. But look, they just need to keep their heads.
Defensive play would once again be their undoing, as Daniel Ngudi was left completely unchallenged and not in a free kick at the back post.
We had him over at FC Romania on the trial. Fortunately, he didn't get it, but he went over to Wolverhampton Abbey and he's got himself a goal well rewarded.
Need to sit down, man. Okay.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I've seen him over at trial at FC Romania. But it's good on him.
Yeah, good on him. That happens for you in football.
Yeah, it happens for you. Yeah.
Sometimes a manager might not see that in you.
Yeah.
If you focus and go to another club, a manager might
got himself a goal. Came on the 80th minute and got himself a goal. I'm not sure why.
Actually playing from the back.
Yeah.
You're losing 5-2.
I mean, there's nothing wrong playing at the back, but there was no purpose to it.
There's no purpose to that.
That would be intense. That was literally goalkeeper's toes.
There's no purpose for that. You want 5-2. You want to get the ball as high as possible.
This is what they need to be in areas like this if they're going to win it.
Good effort.
Keeper could have got it called out. We could have even chested it, in my opinion. Now we've analysed Wolverhampton versus Hartford Town, the game of the month. Now we're going to move over to the debate.
We're debating today about what attracts players into non-league football.
Who wants to start on that one?
Are you talking about attracts players from professional level going down, or
so in terms of players that are getting released from professional teams,
okay,
or players that simply not getting enough game time professional teams?
Okay.
So in general, players that are not happy in their clubs? What attracts them to come into non-league football?
Okay, so in my opinion, from what I've seen as well and through experience, from the professional level, if they're going down, first of all, yes, their money has to be right because their finances, maybe they got responsibility, they got family to look after. Yes, that has to be right for them. Then second thing will be the ambition of the club, maybe style of play. In my opinion, that's what attracts them. So style of play, ambition of the club, and money. That's what brings professional players down. If not, I don't think professional players would like to come down to non-league football. I'm going to be honest with you, because to them it's not that great. In all honesty, probably it isn't that great, but it's still a good level to be exposed in my opinion. Yeah.
So Banjo, what's your opinion about this?
The platform. I think they need to play every week. I think players that come from professional backgrounds say, listen, why am I not playing minutes here? I'm getting frustrated here. And a lot of them don't want to go into normal jobs. They want to still play the game. And some of these coaches are saying, listen, if you go here and play, you're actually out there working. So we can come and see you and bring you back into the game. Because let's be realistic, a lot of people out there, because one, they get told they're not good enough. Two, the clubs are full. You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with the person's ability. And also budget. So it could be any circumstances, and these players just need to play and make a living. But it affects people in different ways. People kind of leave the game and come back into the game, but at the end of the day, it's the platform.
Okay.
I mean, I get what both of you guys are saying, but yes, you're not wrong, you're right. But I believe if you're coming down, because talking about this guy, these are very young guys. These are 15, 16-year-olds that didn't make it into this first team or reserve team. So if you're dropping down and a team approaches you from non-league, you would expect them to give you the same looking after you had from professional clubs. You know they give you. It just, remember we're talking about attraction. So that is what's going to attract you. It's not necessarily the amount of money you're going to get, because you want to get free boots, you want to get looked after in training, you want to get one-to-one training, you want to go to football and look nice.
I'm going to be very honest, it's very hard. Like I said, from what I've seen, from who I've been speaking to, it's very hard for a professional to come down to non-league. Because the facility levels, the playing level is a whole different ballgame. And also the professionalism. And the professionalism is so different. And they want to avoid going down there as much as they can. I'm telling you, they want to avoid going there. Because in honestly, in my opinion as well, there's nothing attractive about non-league. It's like a system that's trying to trap you. And I want to say it right here and now.
But to be fair with you, non-league has helped a lot of players.
It's helped a lot of players. Helped a lot of players with the right coaches, with the right managers.
That's exactly
because if the managers are directly connected with the club above,
because
their own club,
like you said,
then it can work out.
If you remember the point that he made, sometimes you hit a brick wall. There's no team for you to go to. You have no choice other than to come into non-league football. Restructure yourself and get back up there. So
it's very difficult. Like I said, it depends, because if you're coming down, if you're being released from a professional club without any direct connection, you're on your own. And when you're on your own in a non-league, it's like you're being trapped.
This is why you need the right infrastructure in a non-league football. So you need the right manager to be an agent for you. And not just playing football, a manager that will direct you, like, you know what, you're good enough to go and try for this team. This is why your senior manager got links to professional football. Because you don't want to keep a very, very good young talented player in a non-league for too long, because then you just get used to the football and it's going to be very hard for you to progress. So literally, like you said, game times. Get used to the ball again. Then you can start progressing furthermore. There's no problem dropping down into non-league. I like non-league. I like watching non-league. This is why we have to get them a bit more exposure.
But like I said, the problem we have is that this then affects the characters, because you're getting free boots, like you said, or this with your kit, and told to do a warm-up before your training session. Cool down. And everyone's got the same professional, like if we were at professional clubs together, we go to non-league, we train the same way. You know what I mean? Some boys don't want it. They just throw they come into training, just can't do it. Look at the training and they say, no, I'm not doing the warm up, I'm not doing the cool down. You get that and you think, I don't need to be with you. I've been here. You know what I mean?
For me, I can't go leagues below, because again, the professional levels down below, it gets lower and lower and lower. And it's like,
I do believe there's a limit how low you should go.
You should go. There's a limit.
Like, yes, by all means, you want to play at a good
level.
But
limit for who? If we're talking to players out there, who are we directing to? Because if someone, let's be realistic. Okay, so for someone in SS Senior, can we say to them, oh, you shouldn't go below SS Senior? or if someone's
like
at Ryan
we have to
Prem,
be
should we say to them,
realistic. If
you
someone
should
is
go to
playing
Ryan
for like Arsenal, Chelsea,
he shouldn't touch
they're
on
definitely going to have a team that's going to take them when they get dropped off anyway. But we're talking about teams like Brentford, teams that in League 1, League 2 that are getting dropped out. Because
from League 2,
you might have to go back to Ryman, you might have to go back to Conference Prem.
Yeah. Those are the leagues you go down to.
These are the non-league that we're talking about, not necessarily Essex Senior League and stuff. So we're talking about teams that, like you said, you don't want to go
I feel that the lower down you get, the only person that gets looked at is strikers. I don't feel like midfielders.
Yeah, I think
because at the higher up you go, it's a technical sport you have to learn, and that's not required in the non-league games. And that's why they get so confused and so kind of messed up in their head that they say, you know, we don't know what to do. Because if you played for Essex Senior and you're a striker and I scored 30 goals, a man during the conference might go, let's try him because our guy he's only scored 3 goals this season. He scored 30. Let's just give him the ball and let's see what he does up top. You know what I mean?
It's true.
So,
but it's true. Like you said, the higher you go, the more technical it becomes, and the more people, the more you're exposed.
So what happens to midfielders and the players that actually do the hard graft? Can they play at that level? Do they get looked at? Are they getting overlooked?
I think
should they go abroad?
Like I said to some of my players in my club, I said to them, look, you're centre back. If you're centre back, you're looking at trying to get your club as high up the table as possible, so that clubs and scouts can have interest to see why you're in that position. Why you're in that position? Then when they come down to see why you're in that position, they'll see a centre back defending well, doing this, doing the basics right, and everything like that. But if the centre back's in a team where he's in a relegation dogfight, it's going to be hard for him to be exposed. So I think for people out there, if you're very low, very low, and you're not a striker, work on your team getting high up in the table. If it's not working, you need to do something about it because you're not going to get exposed. But if you're a striker, all you need to do is score goals. You get your moves. Exactly. The lower you go, but the higher you go, it's more technical. They're going to see. It doesn't matter how much goals you score. It means how well you can hold the ball, how well you can distribute, how well you can play with your teammates. What's your attitude like?
But like you said before, you said about funds. That's actually very interesting because funds can attract players.
Yeah. But it's important. It's not because players are greedy, and we don't want people to be looking at players. They're just greedy. No, because they have a family to feed. Do you know what I mean? So they've come from a professional environment, monthly salary or weekly salary, however they pay, and it's been cut off. So they need to maintain that. They need to maintain that. So they're looking at clubs where they can give them that. So it's not about being greedy with finances.
So do you believe if a big investor was to come into the non-league and invest so much money into one team, do you believe they can progress very steadily?
Yeah. And they can attract pro players easily.
Yeah, because it works all the way up to like, look at Man City. When Man City first started, they were the team, mid-table team, la-di-da. When their investors really got behind them over a couple of years, even that first season, they made a real bold statement what they're looking to do. And it's simple about we got money, let's get the players of this division who are the best and put them in one team. If you do that lower down the ladder in the lower leagues, you say, listen, this league is foreign to money, no one does it, I'm a businessman, this is my club. Who are the best boys in the whole area? Okay, there's none. In the league above, how much are they paying you there? We'll double it, come here. You're playing against boys that do not know how to touch the ball the way you touch the ball. And you get your whole bunch of a network of teams, that's an army against those boys on a Saturday. So you gradually, so money speaks a lot as an investor, and a lot of the teams are starting to do it. But, you know what I mean?
Walthamstowe's doing it. And even though they're as low as Essex Senior, I think they've got the best players from Essex Senior. They've played a few boys and made a strong team. So that you can see where they're looking to go. They're looking to go up, and maybe when they do it again, they can see looking to go up again. So the players there, they need to, if they want to move up, they need to go with the standard. So if they know that they're in Essex Senior doing well, yes, they need to, because when you go up to Ryman 1, Ryman above, you're looking at being an athlete. You're looking to be quicker, looking to be sharper, you're looking to be more ripped, be more stronger. So it requires you to do that. So do it, and then you can go up. If not, then probably stay down and join another club. So tell us what you guys think, you know, because we find your opinions very important. So like and subscribe, comment below. Thank you very much. Out of the box.
You're a disaster. He's a disaster. Bring Leo back.
No, man.
You're a disaster. What are you doing? Be yourself. Don't talk nonsense.